Alrighty then, g'day guys, and welcome. My name is Michael, and I am the Dead Aussie Gamer, and welcome to Legendary, the show where we sit down together and we design, create, and manage to make a Hero Forge mini. And yeah, we do everything from character design all the way through to actually printing out these characters and checking them out when they eventually get here. But instead of me just doing it with you just in front of you guys actually get to build it. So you guys, we follow a theme and then we design it and then, yeah, we print it out. So that is the nature of what we're doing. Now, I don't know why oh, I know why that's happened. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can adjust my window here. There we go. Okay, cool. That's, yeah, a little bit better. I don't know why my setup has decided that today it doesn't want to be the actual size of the thing we were doing, but yeah, I guess we'll just change that a little bit. There we go. Obey me. There, done. All right. So yeah, we are going to be, as previously mentioned, going to be making a character for Hero Forge, and in honor of the month, I think that we are going to make a character who is non-cis male or female. What that means could be anything. We could look at making a trans character. We could look at making a non-binary character or a gender-fluid character, or even an androgynous character. Whatever the case is, that is the theme for today. There are, of course, some new things, new features that that Hero Forge has put together, including what I believe to be several pride flags, which are going to be very cool. So yeah, that's what we're going to be looking at. We're going to be looking at doing some cool stuff here. Good morning, good afternoon, good day to all of you wonderful people, including, of course, our dear friends at Orkenspalter TV. Hi, Mary. I miss you. Yeah. I've been instructed that I need to show you some of the other things that we have done on Legendary, so we'll do that really quick. So Legendary. These are the previous character. Actually, no, I do have stuff to show you guys because this is the stuff that took away the monthly Hero Forge, sort of best of stuff. But these are the ones that we've made. So we've made a dinosaur tamer from Eberron. That is a halfling, and there she is right now. Very badass, very cool. I quite like this one. It's like just the simple use of the splatters and stuff. Just to try that out, just made that character look really, really cool. This was our second one, which was our Lunar Pilgrim, who was a moon. What was it called? A moonstruck owl person. Again, very cool. And we played with the illumination and the blood splatters again. So you can kind of see that there's like a shadowing effect, especially on the base as well. That was very, very cool. Then for our third one, we created something using the transparent plastics, just to kind of see what we could do with that. So we have this fellow here, where we made a spectral suit of armor, which was very cool. I like I said, I liked the palette that we ended up with for that particular one. And yeah, he's also got the spectral smokes and stuff like that. Very keen to see how that looks in person. And then lastly, we created just an open creation one and ended up with a hybrid sapphire ruby dragon. And by request, we also included little Phantom, which you can see on my stream there. Phantom made it onto this particular miniature. Why? I don't know, but Phantom's there. So there you go. But yeah, lots of cool colors there. So yeah, as for the ones I wanted to show you guys, so if you sign up to the Facebook group for Hero Forge, these are just these are the best ones that they pick out, and I just absolutely loved some of these ones. Like, look at that. That is absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, just absolutely incredible. You can kind of see what they've done. Like, they've added in the hands up top, and then added in the flowers, stuff like that. You can get away with. Like, very few people will actually notice if you do some overlap like that. But you can create some just amazingly magical stuff. With just that overlapping use. So that's cool. I like that one. This one was another. I'll save that one for last because that one was my favorite one. This was another one. This one was very cool. I dug this. Yeah, look at that. I think it's very hard to get that hunchback look as well. So having the wings folded over like that kind of gives it that nice kind of hunched over hunchback look. So that's cool. Too much honor. I really need such a shout out on your channel. Having a problem with Streamlabs bot. Oh, don't even get me started on Streamlabs bot's problems. Oh my god. But no, it is always an honor to have you here. Just because you are such a wonderful friend, and I love, yeah, I love getting to be able to talk with you. I feel like I don't talk to my friends nearly as much as I should be. This one was very cool. If for nothing else, the pose that they actually went to is a very sexy pose, and I am super happy to keep that one just so that I can reuse this pose for other things. Because again, if you get the pro membership, you can import your poses to your variety of different characters. So that's why sometimes, going over to the forums, going over to the Facebook page, and like just saving a bunch of these is just damn useful. This one was also very cool, very edgy, very badass, but I love what they did with the lighting effect. Look at that. See how the wings kind of catch the light that seems to be illuminating from the base, that lava effect that's kind of really just popping. That's just awesome. That is awesome. And I kind of want to do the same effect with like an Ifrit or like a Solar with like flaming wings or something. So that one's really cool. How have I been, Jasmine? I've been good. I played Sexy Battle Wizards yesterday, which was a lot of fun. I quite enjoyed myself. Played that with Robert Hartley, GM, and the Dreaded GM. Yeah, I also got a special copy of a certain book that was written by a certain friend that I'm reading and going over, and I'm hopefully going to do some playing of. I won't say much more than that, mostly because I haven't read it, and so I can't really follow that up. But I'm always excited to learn new systems and the like. This was a lionfish. This was awesome. This was amazing. I looked at this and I was just like, this is really cool. The only thing I would have suggested is maybe like a little bit more color variation. Because lionfishes do have very dynamic colors, but this is really good. Like I love the fins. I love how he's used the butterfly wings to accentuate the fins as well. So very creative, very clever on that one. And this one was just downrightly my favorite one. Like I was just like, oh, I need this. I need this in my life. Look at that. That freaking like dwarf siege engine. Now, if you've played Rime of the Frost Maiden, you know that there are Durga in Rime of the Frost Maiden, which are bonded into these big suits of armor. And this is like torn from the pages of Rime of the Frost Maiden. So this was just awesome. Yeah, also kind of Warhammer feels. I could definitely see that. Definitely see that. Hi, Plasma. Hello. Okay, so yeah. Anyway, that's the show off section of the show. And then this is what I make. It's like, yeah, okay, I made look. It's a little dag wizard. There you go. I haven't actually. I just didn't sort that out. That can go in here. There you go. So you're in there now. All right. So back to Legendary. What are we doing today? Today we are creating a character in honor of Pride Month. Now, Pride Month, for those of you who don't know, is a month where we celebrate all things Pride. We celebrate the LGBTQA community, the people who are involved with it, the people over the years we honor who have fought for rights, and of course the people who live today, who of course still fight for the rights of members of that community. And today we're going to be honoring them by creating a D&D character that fits this particular category. Now, I mean, the first thing I want to do, without being judgmental towards it, is pick something to pick a particular type of character that represents that. So, I would like some suggestions in chat so that I can start up our poll as to what type of Pride character we should be making for today. What Pride character should we be making for today? Should we make a trans person? Gender non-binary person? Should we make a gender fluid person? An androgynous elf. Although I find androgynous elves tend to be very common. We could look at something like a Warforged, for example. A Warforged is quite non-binary. We could look at We could actually, you know what? We could even look at something that may even change sexuality on a genetic level. You know, something where you can't tell. That is that. Yes, that would be androgynous. Hi, Triangle. Hello, hello. A goblin? Yeah, that's cool. Like the Warforged idea. Okay, let's throw some of these in chat while I remember. Here we go. Do 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 do. Okay, so let's see. Manage polls. Okay, here we go. New poll. Character starting point. Character start. Okay. Androgynous. Let's say androgynous Warforged. Okay. I've got Goblin, but what else could we play around with that? Asmar of the Dualistic. I'm gonna say that. I like that. Asmar Dualistic Deity. I like that. A water sylph. That's cool. So like literally gender fluid. I like that. That's kind of cool. That's that. Of all of the concepts, I love that just because of the play on words. Kobold or goblin. So again, to kind of keep this towards the pride element, so kobold and goblin, but we need to expand on that, not just the races. Janice, like Janet from World Anvil. I mean, look, as much as I'd like to make a Janet character, I've already made one, but but yes, we could make Janet in D&D. Maybe I'll do another series. I'll do like my friends in Hero Forge, and then we'll send it to them and make them and we'll make them record a video with the miniature. I'm sure, yeah, and Myri, you would definitely get one. You will definitely get one if I do that. I will definitely do it. Oh no, Janus is a two-headed god. Oh, okay. You know what? That'd be very difficult. I mean, I presume you're talking about the Azimar dualistic deity. Because yeah, I can't make a character with two heads, unfortunately. Not yet, anyway. Because Ettins would be a cool character. You know what? Me and Janet. Speaking of Janet, we wanted to play an Ettin character once, where I play one head and Janet plays the other head, and we just argue with each other. That would have been just so much fun. Hello, Rascal. Ah, look at you. Yes, thank you. All the feels. Don't compliment me so early in the morning. I haven't even had my tea yet. Thank you. It's welcome, by the way. Welcome. Amorphous Spirit of the Stars. Amorphous Spirit of the Stars. I like that esoteric concept too. What if we went with an amorphous ooze person? That could give us some fun things to do. So it's almost like a non-gendered individual. That could be kind of cool. I'm at work, shouldn't be on Twitch, but who's gonna stop me? Damn right, who's gonna stop you? Ghostbusters. No. Okay, one more character suggestion for our Pride poll, and then we will go through that. So we've got androgynous, we've got gender non-binary, we've got gender fluid, we've got another non-binary or no, actually no, we've got genderless, I suppose, is the amorphous ooze person. We need one more. Eladrin? Let's see. Let's have a quick look. Eladrin is the Fey race. I don't know much about them beyond that. Okay, so they're like dryads, or yeah, yeah. So they're like dryads of the seasons. So you've got like a winter one, you've got an autumn one, a summer one. Yeah, that's kind of interesting. Elf. Yeah, let's look at a trans elf. Actually, you know what? No, I'm gonna pull back on that one. Because, you know, I always feel as though trans elves and trans fae are very common. You know, they're very commonplace. I reckon if I looked hard enough online, I would find a miniature already for that. So we're gonna go a little bit backwards, and we are gonna go with a transgender goblin. A hobgoblin. Let's go hobgoblin. I like that idea. All right, let's make a beautiful, powerful trans hobgoblin woman in that last slot. Okay, here we go. Yeah, Eladrin are elfkin, so they are very much like elf, but they do fall in the category of Fae though. All right, so there we go. We've got our poll up. So be sure to vote, because we will be not only designing the character in Hero Forge, but we will be doing the character design process as well. This is just our starting concept for us to be able to explore. We're going to design their backstory, just some ideas that we can then we can look at role playing at a game if we were to use this character, and then we're going to use all of those little bits and pieces of backstory to tell a story with our mini. So that's the goal here. Let me just read this. D-Mystics, I just got my resin printer today. It's still boxed up. Nice. 3D printing is a whole thing. I've heard from a few of my friends who are right into it about just how heavily people get into into 3D printing. It's a whole thing. I've never done it myself, but one day that is definitely something I want to kind of look at maybe getting in. And starting to do, especially with how much Hero Forge I use. Fae creatures can morph between genders. Yeah, Fae creatures. That is a cool idea. I think I think having the duality one is a good one for that. Comrade Sim. Lance Pickett, not a suggestion, but a question. Could Pro even put a face on both sides of Michael's head? That's gonna... No, you'd have to put a face here and then a face on my backside so I could talk out my ass. That's how it is, Lance. What is the book telling me? I should have picked up a person in VR chat. RP is playing Eladrin. Yeah, you know what? I want to get a VR set. I can't afford a VR set, but there's a new thing called I think it's called like Dungeon Dive, and you actually get to like do a virtual reality D&D game. But you can actually warp into the POV of the miniatures. So you can actually have the miniatures running around, and when you're attacking a dragon, you can attack a dragon. It looks super cool. I want it, but I just can't afford it at the moment because VR rigs are expensive, and I don't. I'm not a VR streamer. At least not yet, anyway. A hobgoblin military society might lend itself to a Mulan type situation. Ooh, I love that idea. DM Stretch, hello sir, hello, greetings, welcome, come in, take a seat, enjoy. We are running our show Legendary, where we take character concepts, we flesh them out, and then we build Hero Forge minis. My friend's obsessed with VR escape rooms. Man, that would be so much fun. I always love those aquatic dives, where you go and you're like inside a what do you call it? Like a shark cage and stuff like that. I love those VR ones, like just where you get to sit there and just experience stuff. Very keen on that. All right, the poll is in. The poll has been closed. How close was it? Was it close? Was it? I mean, maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. Let's see. I didn't, because I know what the result is. I just don't know what the. Let's see. Oh, the Warforge and the Sylph kind of got neck and neck at times, but it looks as though we are making a water Sylph. Now, I'm not going to cheat here, but I am going to give you guys some inspiration. I may or may not have already made a pretty badass Sylph. So I'm going to leave the Sylph that I've made, well, it's a Genasi actually, but I'm going to leave it on screen just as inspiration. Again, we're going to be building it from scratch because this is all about learning to do stuff, but I made this bad Mamma Jamma, which was freaking awesome and very difficult to make, for the Sirens Battle of the Bards game that we ran. So I made that, and that was really cool. I dug that. But I'm just gonna leave this on screen while we work and chew through our new characters. So we are going with a gender fluid. We're going with a gender fluid water Sylph. So a gender fluid water Sylph. Now, keeping in mind, when we create characters, especially characters that represent a particular sexuality or a particular, um, or even really any kind of group, like you can apply this to a race, you can apply this to anything. You must remember that there are two aspects or two sides to a coin when it comes to playing a character of that nature. The first is you need to remember that um, if you don't share that particular culture or that particular sexual identity, to be respectful, right? Like that's one of the biggest things. Like I myself identify as a cis male, and I, for the most part, am completely comfortable playing characters of a female persuasion or even other genders. Um, and the important thing for me to always remember is that I need to be respectful. Same thing when you're playing at your tables, whether it's a home game, whether it's a public game, be respectful. That being said, the second part of it is that doesn't your gender identity and your sexuality doesn't need to be the main thing that your character is all about. You do not need to ring a bell, saying my character is gay by banging on this drum and yelling it out every few seconds, right? It is something that is simply an inherent part of your character. So in this particular thing, a gender fluid character for me needs to have both masculine tones as well as effeminate features. And for that, I would probably look at one of two things. Either I would have them presenting as an effeminate features for the face and masculine body, or a more rugged face with a effeminate body. That for me is the best way physically to display that someone is gender fluid. That would be how I would look at doing that. Um, so I guess that's my next question: is do we want someone who presents as a male or presents as a female? Um, yeah, that's. I mean, I guess that's really it. Is what do we want them to present as? So let us do another poll here. And by the way, before if anyone is curious, the reason we are doing this particular topic or this particular type of character build is in honor, of course, of Pride Month, a month where we, of course, as mentioned, honor the struggles, the trials, the tribulations, and pridefully show our support to all those people who are part of the LGBTIQA community. We of course send our love and share in just being proud of our friends and family who are a part of that community. All right, so here we go. New poll, presentation, present male, present female, present androgynous. So that is to say neither male nor female. All right, there we go. So that poll is in. Now, why am I asking this at the very, very start? Now, asking this at the very, very start is very important because what we can then do with that is we can decide whether or not we want the typical struggle, the LGBT struggle, for this character as a defining moment, right? So this character, this non-binary water sylph, may have come from a family which was very understanding, right? Like it was never really a thing. It was never really a big point for them to say, "Oh, we don't accept you because of the way that you are," and that could be great. Or we could look at having them be ostracized, having them sort of been like, well, no, you were always a bit strange, you're always a bit weird. It was hard to make friends. The friends that they did make understood that peculiarity, or what they would define as a peculiarity, but nonetheless still accepted them. And there's kind of that admiration and that connection to this other person. So that person could have been a wizard. That person could have been a fighter. Person could have been a monk. Whatever, and that inspires this character. It might have been a glorious drag queen who walked around with a giant maul. This big, hulking woman with this giant hammer, and That's what inspired this non-binary sylph, was this amazing and wonderfully powerful woman. So that's yeah, that's it. Gender was non-binary until they came into the wider world. Oh, gender was not a binary until they came into the wider world. That's a cool idea. I like that idea. Like gender was what or gender in her tribe was always considered to be fluid. Or their I mean, well, yeah, that could be a very interesting one. I like that. And it wasn't until they started to move outside of their community that they decided that you know, people started to put that pressure on them. That's cool. See, that's a great story. That's exactly what we want to be. That's what we want to, you know, we really want to talk about. We want to kind of have that characterization being built up. That is very cool. That is very clever. I like that. I like that a lot. I'm the same when playing a female character, Raikon. Yeah, Raikon. Oh, Raikon, you're left. Oh, sorry. Well, have a wonderful day, Raikon. If you caught the end of this, may your day be filled with joy, wonder, and all the blessings that it can muster. You, sir, are a absolutely wonderful and amazing human being. Yes. Yeah. No, I love that idea. I love the idea that there's a tribe of water sylph where gender is presents androgynous. All right, present androgynous. Okay, so let's strip things back a little bit. Amazing. So that was that's the basis of the water sylph. Which again, we'll play around with stuff. We'll play around with stuff. Let's of course preserve our character's modesty. Ooh, there's a new thing. Thin dress top. Wow. Okay. That is remarkably sexy. I like that. I like that. Here we go. We shall preserve your modesty, my dear. There we go. And let's give you that. Okay. Maybe, where is it? There we go. Done. Okay. No, we'll give you pants. There we go. Okay. So now, an androgynous character. Okay, I think I'm stuck on that. I love the idea of this character coming from a tribe of water sylph who were all gender fluid. You were what you were as the tides came and went. That was the nature of of pretty much, yeah, where they came from. I love that idea. Um, I think we then need to look at how they were able to maintain this. How were they able to maintain, you know, being a gender fluid society? How did that impact them? What were the traditional norms? So, for example, the traditional norms might have been that they, no matter who they were, whether they were male or female, were sharing roles. So there wasn't kind of the same hunter-gatherer idea where males were the hunters and females were the gatherers, you know, Neanderthalic viewpoint. So maybe it looks at those sort of shared roles. So I guess the next question is, in this tribe, everyone has been understanding. What was their, should I say, what was their first journey? What was the thing that, what did they go and do? Why did they leave their village filled with safety, filled with comfort? Oh, you know what, comrade? I like the idea that they share their duties or they shift their duties. But what I would love is if they shift their duties with the moon as well as the tide. So that's really cool. So we've got like this lunar attachment as well. So that's really cool. I like that. That's awesome. Also, I see you lurking. I see you lurking. Don't worry. We were going to protect you, Dazzle. Everyone in chat, don't forget to throw in the exclamation protect so that we can look after our crypt mate, Dazzle, while they lurk. That is how we do things here. We look after each other in the crypt, and we love our lurkers. All right. So back to this. Yeah, roles in this society are all about sharing and and making those responsibilities kind of flow from one another. Also, thank you so much for the follow. I saw you creep in. Six of Spades. Six of Spades. Nice. You know what? Ace of Spades is always my my favorite favorite card in the deck. There you go. Maybe they were born under a Blood Hunter's moon. Maybe felt a bit apart. Yeah, that's true. Maybe the time of year maybe is what set them aside. Maybe okay, let's build on that. I like that idea. Okay, here we go. Here's the story that I'm inspired by. Our character has come from a society of water sylphs. As part of this, actually, you know what? I'm just gonna call them Undine. I'm gonna call them Undine. I've been trying to call them water sylphs, but you know I'm a Pathfinder GM for the most part, and I'm just gonna call them Undines. A race, so from a small society of Undines, they were all more or less gender fluid because they did not have the traditional gender roles. This meant the society traded and shifted in these roles that would be normally considered masculine or feminine at any given time based on the tides and the position of the moon. Now, there is a tradition during a blood moon where members of a particular generation, that the youngest generation, would go on a quest or a trial into the world to bring back knowledge and experience and the like to the tribe. So it was like they would go out, they would learn the ways of the world, and they would come back. Kind of similar to the way that the Amish have their kind of, you know, I don't know the actual word for it, but the Amish have a thing where when a young person comes of age, they get to go into society and decide if they want to actually be a part of the Amish community or if they want to stay in society. So maybe this is something similar. Maybe the Rumspringa. Thank you. That was the yes. That's the word. Yeah. So maybe this is it. So maybe during a blood moon, this tribe has what is effectively their version of Rumspringa. So the tribe has been isolated for ages until the blood moon, and then the young get to go out and explore. So I love that idea. I love that idea of everything being new and wondrous and amazing. Because that is a great starting point for a character, you know? Like being able to like look and explore. Also, I see you lurking, Centauri32. Welcome to the stream. I hope that you are having an absolutely wonderful day. Okay. Tide depends on the moon's position anyway. Yes, it does, Jasmine. It does. It does rely on the moon's position. I agree. I agree. Sorry. I'm loving chat. I'm just kind of I'm kind of I don't know why I'm in my own head. I need to check this sort of stuff out. DM stretch. Tell you what. How about a VR alien facehugger? You know what? The old Aliens game used to have this thing where you got hit by an alien crawler thing and it would just splat on your screen, and then we used to yell out alien wing wang every time we got hit. It was very immature and I was a child, but it was funny. Yada. Let's see. Okay, yep, cool. All right, I'm all caught up. All right. So, I guess at this point we want to look at what class we want to be leaning into. So we know why this person is no longer an NPC, which is one of the most important things to do when we're defining a character. Why is this character not an NPC? Why is the character not an NPC? There has been a blood moon. They have left their tribe and they are now an adventurer. Brilliant. Fantastic. Okay? But what kind of adventurer are they? Let's hear it in chat. This is your character, so what class are we looking at making this this gender fluid Undine? And while we do that, I'm going to play with their features. So we're going with present as androgynous. I mean, I would say that the most androgynous face would be this one. With either smooth or elegant features, and then soften it. I'd probably say soften it to like 0.4, right? That way you've got some cheekbone structure, and you kind of build that up on there. Actually, you know what? 0.4, yeah, 0.4 works with a lot of the different faces. Let's see. Going with an Undine. I think I like that one. Okay, here we go. I'm also from Pathfinder. Yay! Look, right now, if I'd say classes, I wouldn't say from any particular system. It's just more of a role thing, right? Like if you say a wizard, we can make a intelligent spellcaster, right? It can go to any game. It can go to Pathfinder. It can go to whatever. Investigator, same thing. You know, we get the idea. A Magus, really steer into that. Oh, really steer into the concept of duality. Oh, I like that. That's a cool one. That's a cool one. Would they even take a class until after Rumspringer? I think they would have skills, right? Like, for example, I imagine if we decided that it was going to be a fighter, we could explore the idea of them being a combatant before they left their tribe for their version of Rumspringer. At the same time, yeah, I think if they were a wizard, they would definitely have an aquatic nature to it. Like, you'd be able to do the underwater stuff. Same thing with druid, you know. There are some that lend itself to being done before they left, and there are definitely some classes that leave it to after, or that would, you know, definitely relate to after. We've got a Magus. Okay. If they have ties to the moon, could they take powers from the moon as a deity? Absolutely. 100%. I absolutely do not see why that could not be a thing. So I'm just going to create a poll here for class. Now I saw Investigator. I saw Magus, which is a good one. I saw... What else did I see? I saw... I'm going to say Cleric. Oh, Summoner. Summoner could be interesting. I don't want to do a... you know, I'm going to take the Cleric away for now. I mean, I'm willing to put it back, but I don't want to do another Moon character. Mostly because we did the Moon Oracle from last time, so I don't want to do another one. That would probably be it. Let's get at least one more. One more idea. Anyone at all, feel free to throw down, throw your ideas. I'm always happy to listen while I enjoy my tea. Necromancy. All right. Pitching out a left field. I like it. Necromancer. We're gonna throw that in there. And barbarian. Do we have a bard? We don't have a bard. Look, I'll tell you what. We'll say let's see. Of these, I like the Investigator. I like the Magus. I like the Necromancer because it's weird. The Summoner. Okay, I'm gonna veto the Summoner for no other reason than I think if we made a Summoner, we would need to ideally make an Eidolon, and if we can't make an Eidolon, it becomes a bit tricky. And yes, I am very excited about the new book. I got to playtest the Summoner in the early episodes of my Rise of the Runelords campaign that we're playing. I'm playing well, we're playing through all of Rise of the Runelords, Shattered Star, and Return of the Runelords, and I'm a player in the first book. We're doing it all in Pathfinder 2nd Edition, and I got to playtest the Summoner. I had so much fun with the Summoner. To be honest, because my character's a puppeteer, I then switched to the Inventor playtest when that came out. And if I'm being dead honest, I think the Summoner for minions is better than the Inventor. The Inventor is good, and the invention that you make, like the little puppet companion, does a lot of damage in comparison. But you can do more with the Summoner. Like, the Summoner definitely has a lot more options. So there you go. Sorry, whilst I'm in a D&D chat, I always go Necro. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. Had to disappear for a while. I'm back now. Hi, Grizz. Hope that you were all right. Hope that it was a pleasant step away rather than a what do you call it? A busy or an angry step away. All right. Looks like we got quite a few votes here. I think think Magus is slowly taking the lead, but do feel free to vote, anyone and everyone. This again, guys, is your character that we build. So, let us know what you want, and yeah, we'll try and make it happen. Try and make it happen. All right, about a minute left on the poll. Rascal, gonna lurk, maybe actually have to do my job. No worries, we shall protect you. Don't forget, everyone, to use !protect in order to look after our dear friend Rascal as they go on their journey and will lurk within our crypt. We shall keep you safe, sir. I'm not, because my perception is a 3. But hopefully, yes, there we go. Mystic Mayhem with a 17. Stream Elements is definitely slow on the uptake, so don't be discouraged if it doesn't respond to you. If it doesn't respond to you, I'm just gonna hang on. You know what? I'll roll for you. Give me a second. There we go. All right. So All Things Fantasy, you get a 14, and that is an 18 for Plasma. There you go. See, I rolled for you personally there. Okay. I think our poll is coming to an end, which is great, which is good. Okay. I do like those ears. Magus. All right, Magus it is. All right, so we are making a Magus. So a Magus, for those of you who don't know, is a hybrid class between a martial class and a spellcasting class. So let's continue our story, shall we? Our character has left the tribe of Undine to which they belong, and has made their way out into the world. Let's say that they were a fighter, right? Like, let's say that they always knew how to fight back in their tribe. Then once they left and went out into the world, they learnt about the arcane arts, the arcane magics. Learning about it, they threw themselves into their study and managed to adapt it to their to their style of fighting, which inevitably allowed them to become quite proficient and quite skilled at being a Magus. I like that idea. That's kind of cool. All right. Okay, I dig that. What do we think of that story? Does that story sound good? Sound appealing? Wandering in and out as I'm at work too, but I have to say I love the expressions on their face right now. Yeah, that's true. They do have a very cool expression. I do like that. True Junior, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the crypt. If you do not know who I am Michael. I am the Dead Aussie Gamer, and today we are building a character in Hero Forge. You know, designing the D&D story. You know, the background and the character that we would otherwise be using. And yeah, then we're gonna print these out pretty soon actually. I think we've got maybe this one and one more, and then we're gonna print them out, and then we're gonna see what we've made. We do this every week on a Wednesday. So please feel free to sit, chill out, and of course, throw out any suggestions you might have to help us improve on the story or the character. All right, so right now, let's go through the story. Our Undine character comes from a tribe of gender-fluid, waterborne Undine, who every blood moon send out their young to go and explore the world. Our fighter character had set out into the world and had encountered a spellcaster who taught them the ways of magic, inevitably teaching them how to fend for themselves and fight, using both sword and magic. At this point, this is where we want to divulge and go into our character's main 3 background story elements. For those of you who've been watching my pretty much this show every week, the 3 elements are as follows. Why is your character invested in the main plot of your GM story? Why is your character invested in working with and the success of a team? And what is your character's personal motivation in order to drive them forward. So those are the three things we're going to be looking at. Now, obviously, we don't have a main story to attach this character to, so we're going to kind of put that to one side for now. The second thing, why is this person working in a team? Well, we can kind of cover that with the fact that they're an explorer. They are fundamentally from their tribe, exploring different people, different cultures, and the like, and learning more involves people. So that could be definitely a strong tie. Maybe they've fallen in love. Maybe they found a party member that they greatly admire or adore. And of course, if you do decide to explore romance with another party member, be sure to talk to the player first before instigating anything at the table. But that could be a great connection as well. Or maybe going back to the idea of the mentor who is teaching spellcasting, maybe one of the players is that mentor. So there's lots of really cool reasons that we can have them be invested in the team. The last little bit is what makes this person get up in the morning? What separates this character from an NPC that you will find in the game? What are they trying to achieve? You liked the bold the best. Yeah, we can explore the bold characteristics and stuff. I like that. It's very cool. Are the legends going to all be part of one party? Not necessarily. These are all separate and kind of fun. Lurking with love, have to be a mom and a sister. Well, don't forget to exclamation lurk so we can exclamation protect you, Penny Wagon Chaser. And let me give a quick shout out to Penny. Penny is a delight. That's it. You know, like I normally talk about awesome streamers, and like, you know, these people and all the cool things that they do. Penny does not require these things. Penny is just an absolute gemstone of a human being, and if you are not looking at her stream and following it, what are you doing? Go check her out. Go check her out. Go give her a follow. It is nothing but good vibes and just all the wonderfulness on her channel. So yes, much love. What we're doing today, we are creating a gender fluid Undine character who is a magus, and we are now deciding what motivates this character in their day-to-day life. Why do they not go back to their tribe and just live out the rest of their lives? Why do they not just sit down and open a bake shop? What makes this person go on adventures? Let's talk about that. So, throw out some suggestions, throw out some ideas, and then I'll throw out some of mine, and then we'll do a poll. We'll pick one of the better ones once we come to that. And while we're waiting for people to throw some ideas out, why do we do this? Why do we talk about the character stuff when we're just designing Hero Forge models? What's the point? For me, characters are built from so many different foundations, so many different facets, and every single one of them plays to making a great character. Just the fact that you're an Undine, of course, changes the way that you happen to be. But let's say that we were playing someone who was quite depressive, right? Playing someone who maybe has a certain level of ennui or you know, kind of sadness about them. We might look at a character, you know, who kind of has that kind of sadness, you know, that kind of bored over everything kind of look. And by understanding the character, understanding them properly, Hero Forge really comes to life with what you can actually make for these dudes. So there you go. Seeking to spread diversity and acceptance. That could be kind of cool. I like that. So a literal fighter for equality. That's cool. Seeking a secret. Also a good one. Excited by everything new. Bored with home. I like that idea. I think I remember I was watching a Wonder Woman animated movie, and there was a scene where Wonder Woman discovered strawberry ice cream, and I thought that was just the most precious thing in the whole wide world. I kind of like the idea of maybe turning this, you know, not obviously she's gender fluid, but turning it into that Wonder Woman moment where it's just everything is wonderful, and this genuinely enthralled human being with the mind of almost a child, in the body of this mighty and powerful warrior could be a lot of fun. Understand how others live without fluidity. without the ability to flow with the tides. Yeah, that's a cool one. That's a cool one. All right, let's make a poll. Let's make a poll. New poll here. Personal motivation. Seeker of secrets. Defender of equality. Explorer of the new. So I'm also getting kind of the Little Mermaid vibes, you know? Like, I also imagine this character kind of very cutely misidentifying what objects are. And, like, yeah, we don't use forks down, you know, and using it to brush your hair, you know, like that kind of stuff. As civilization approaches on the, encroaches on the Undine. Oh, okay, so almost like an ambassador. Ambassador of a tribe. And that could really lean into the defender of equality thing. I like that one, Plaz. That's a good one. That's a good one. It's a really good one. Like usually folk return to help the tribe change but the way we want to fully understand the outside world. Okay, yeah. So I mean, yeah, that kind of speaks to the ambassador things, like bringing things to and fro. So that's a good one. I think these are good. I think these are good. Let's throw these out there. Okay, so we've got some suggestions for our personal motivation. And while we do that, let's see. Okay. Okay, so definitely a little bit muscular. Perfect. I think that is a decent androgynous bust. Yep, that's good. Maybe a little less. All right, perfect. There we go. Nice. Hey, Rock, how you doing? We are building characters. We are creating a gender fluid. We are creating a gender fluid water genasi or water sylph or undine, depending on your preference. Who is a magus. They come from a tribe of people who are, for the most part, gender fluid, and every blood moon they have a festival where they leave their village and they go out into the world in order to explore all the new things. And we're now deciding what their personal motivation is as to why they do not return to their tribe and why they are, of course, out on adventures and the like. Well, that's kind of cool. Magus, your favorite Pathfinder class. Nice. I like the Magus. You know what? To be honest, though, I was always a big fan of the Hexblade. The Hexblade was always one of my favorite ones. Explorer of the New. Okay, so we're looking at making an Explorer. Okay, that gives us a lot to work with. So, this individual is someone who explores the new, that seeks out everything that is, of course, new and vibrant. Okay, I like that. Yeah, I do like that. Yeah, basically exactly what the Amish do. The Rumspringa. Yes, absolutely. 100% rock. That's exactly where we got inspired by. All right. So I guess the next question is, what type of magus are we looking at? Like what weapon do we want to use? What element do we want to look at having? You know, like kind of what type of magus is this? So because we want to wander, our outfit should really reflect that. It should reflect someone who is out and about, who is worldly, who is kind of exploring. Let's see. I mean, I've always been a fan of the hoods for like the travelers, but I think the hoods always cover up just so much. You know, that reminds me of Zan from what do you call it? From Farscape. That does. Oh yeah, that's definitely how an explorer looks. Yep. Australian. Australian, mate. Don't worry. No worries. Feed income. Um yeah, I don't hate that. I don't hate that. Hmm. It's a bit fancy. All right. Well, actually, let's look at where she's exploring. That's another good question. Is she exploring the land or is she exploring the sea? Are we making a pirate or a ship captain or even just a crewman? You know, what means of exploration are we looking at here? Is she exploring the city? Are they exploring um that's kind of cool. I like that. The Sherlock Holmes hat. Are they exploring an oriental continent? Oh, that's cool. I like that. That's kind of nice. I like the beanies. Well, that beanie specifically. I kind of like that one. Underground Explorer? Yeah, okay. I've got Underground Explorer. Underground. Anything else? Any other suggestions, thoughts, ideas, feelings? Exploring the realm or the worlds. Island hopping. Okay, there's a couple of good ones there. Hmm. Yeah, honestly, I really like that. I like that a lot. Okay. All right, let's do a poll. Let's do a poll. All right, so new poll. We've got terrain for wandering. We're gonna go with cityscape, underground slash underdark or wherever. That's kind of cool. Island, ocean, and what was the other one? Realms, plains, realms. And let's go with jungles. I mean, why not? Freaking jungles, right? All right, there we go. Our poll is up. No, back to YouTube, but that's okay. That's why, literally, Lance. That is why I even did the whole YouTube thing. I thought Lance needs me, and I need to be a part of his life. So I'm gonna make all of my videos available on YouTube just for him. I hope you appreciate it. And also, don't worry, we will come back to we will come back and look at making these colors come back. Yep, cool. All right, here we are. That's really cool. I like that. I like that. All right. What are we looking at? Looks like Planes in the Realms are winning that one. All right. There's quite a lot of support for the Realms Hopper. Now, I mean, I'm gonna start working on the Realms. Oh, actually, Island's catching up now too. Okay, Islands and Realms almost neck and neck. It's like literally 2 votes make the world a difference. 2 votes will make a massive difference. One for the underground. Rattle big black bones in the danger zone. There's a rumbling sound down below. Okay. Oh, we got 2 for the underground. Underground's catching up. 3, 4. Wow. Okay. Oh, underground has tied it up. Is someone donating bits? No. No, people are just getting it. All right. Sweet. I mean, yeah. Okay. That underground has taken the lead. Very well. I like this. This is actually cool. I rewatched Repo the other day. Oh man, I love that movie. That is an awesome movie. You know what? Back in the day, I mean, obviously most of you know that I wanted to be an actor and entertainer, you know, like on stage and screen. I wanted so badly to play Grave Robber from the Repo theater show. I really did. I loved Grave Robber. All right, yeah, that switched. That switched on us. All right, very well. Then the underground character it shall be. All right, so we're going to make an Underdark exploring Undine. Okay? So that's the goal. That's the goal here. So, what do we need in order to traverse the Underdark clothing-wise? Now, clothing-wise, I always imagine we need you know, kind of protective gear. We need stuff that stays loose and allows us to maneuver, while at the same time allows for things like climbing and stuff like that, and isn't too restrictive. So let's look. Yeah, I mean, see, something like that would be perfect, but that's obviously very modern. So let's move a little bit away from there. Let's see. I mean, yeah, we can go with a common outfit. I don't think there's anything common about this this character. Leaves and furs I don't think really suit too well, especially if you want to go with the underdark thing. Oh, I kind of like that. I kind of like the idea of like maybe the partial armors. Okay. I'm a big fan of this section of the board. We'll come back to that in a little bit. Let's just see what else is here. That's cool. I don't even remember seeing that one. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's okay. Okay. So from down here, the adventurer's breastplate, that's one of these things. Underground can get quite warm. Can it? I always thought the Underdark was always really cold. I mean, unless you were near thermal vents and the like. But I mean, maybe they'll be a bit warmer. All right, so I like this one. That one's a good one. Okay, so I'm gonna come up with a few options and then we're gonna vote. So I also like this one. I like this one because I reckon we can do a lot with it. So that is the Warrior's Cuirass. It kind of gives me that Xena warrior princess vibe. Then let's see, studded leather, stealth leather. Yeah, Stealth oiled leather. That's the second one that I like. So I like the warrior cuirass, the stealth oil leather. Oh, that's a good one too. I do like that one. And studded leather chest. Okay, so let me do a poll here real quick. Chest. All right. So going through from first to last, we are going with Adventurer's Breastplate, which is this one here. We are then going with, where did it go? There we go. All right. The Warrior's Cuirass. Then the Stealth Oiled Leather. And then the Studded Leather Chest. All right, there we go. All right, poll is in. Poll is up. Poll is up. I need to make these polls shorter. Let's see. You'd probably need climbing gear if you're in a cave. Done proper caving. It gets warm and stuffy. Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. I'll take your word for it. Oil leather. Oil. Oil. America appears out of nowhere. Looks like this Undine could use some freedom. And while we're doing that, let's just look and see if we can add anything to the back items that may prove to be good for a climbing kit. That's kind of cool. I like that. Yeah, and then maybe well, climbing kit apparently brings up swords for whatever reason. I think mostly because they don't know what to do with that. So I'm gonna go with, you know, I always imagine, you know, like there's always a pickaxe, right? Is that just me? Or yeah, they always have a pickaxe. And then maybe if we look at some miscellaneous items, something will jump out. Oh, rope, of course. Yeah, there you go. That's kind of cool. We got that. Cool if they fought with a grappling hook. I like the idea of dual push daggers as a weapon. Well, that'd be kind of cool. Also, I love the new potion bottles. Potion bottles look freaking sick. In fact, they look so sick. I'm just going to very cheekily add like a potion bottle and a pouch, I think, just to the side of this character. And let's have a look at, just see, like, you know, I mean, I know you mentioned the grappling hook thing, but it looks like she's about to slice it. It looks like they're about to slice their legs off, like right there. Calindria, you're late. No, actually, no. I started early. To be honest. Like that was on me. All right, stealth oil leather. That's what we're going with. So chest, stealth oil leather. That was a good one. I like that one. So stealth oil leather was that one there. Okay, so that is the thing. All right. Let's get rid of the hand item for now. Let's look at, and let's back to our neutral pose. Also, I hope that you are well. Hello, Phantom. Phantom is happy to see you. Phantom will dance. Oops, I missed the vote. I got the one I wanted anyway. Good. Good. All right. We are making, by the way, Calendria, a gender fluid Undine who is from a tribe of gender fluid people. Every blood moon, their people send their young out into the world to learn about the great wide beyond. And this particular Undine is an explorer of the Underdark. Yeah, I don't know what to put with that. That's not too bad. A bathrobe. Ooh, I like that one. That one's kind of cool. Phantom's never happy to see you. Oh, Phantom is happy to see you, Plaz. See, look, he'll dance. He'll dance for you. Okay, let's see. No, definitely not. Definitely not. I guess the question is pants or skirt, really? Shorts. Although, you know, joking aside, shorts might not be a bad idea, to be honest. Ugh, look at those gams. Oof. Try the barred pants. Let's have a look. Barred pants. Peasant pants. Barred pants. There we go. Yeah, barred pants don't look too bad. Barred pants do not look too bad. For wandering the Underdark, pants. Had to swap my computer. What's the class? Class is a Magus. Someone's doing their squats. Yeah. Okay, look. I'll say this. Oh, those actually look really good. All right, I dig those. All right, hold on. Okay, let me manage my poll. All right, here we go. Pants. New poll for pants. Pants. Okay, I like these ones. These are cropped breeches. So barred pants, cropped breeches. I probably spelled that wrong. Yeah, breeches. Let's go with some more, some just general travel ones like. Oh, that's kind of cool. I like that one. Buckskin. Actually, no, I'm gonna veto buckskin because we have that for the druid that we made. Oh, that's a good one. I like that one. Mariachi. Mariachi pants. Mariachi pants. Yeah, I also wanted was it these shorts? No. Yeah, I like the denim shorts. All right, and I would like a skirt for at least one of them. There was a good one that I saw. I think it was this one. Yeah, it was that one. Buckskin dress. Okay, so those are my top ones. There we go. Vote is in. All right. Hi, back. Had to get dinner. No, fantastic. I hope you enjoyed it. You had rice and chicken. Nice. Was it chicken rice though? I mean, I love chicken rice. It's like one of my favorite foods in the world. Like just, like when you actually cook the rice in chicken stock, you have the that really cool, delicious soy-based sauce that you cook cook the chicken in, and then some slices of cucumber, a little bit of chili. Oh, so good. So good. Chicken rice is amazing. Wait, you want to cover your legs underground? If not, ouchies. Well, yeah, I mean, obviously there's that, and we will give shoes and the like. But, you know, keeping in mind there is a level of fantasy that we can play with. You know, you can play with a little bit of ideas. The idea as well is that keeping in mind that's from the perspective of a human adventure in the real world. They could be an explorer of the underdark oceans, for example, going into the sea and into those really, really dark and cold areas. At which point, you know, having long pants is a detriment. So it depends on, you know, what exactly they're doing. A dress is kind of in that versatile area too. Same thing with the shorts. Plus, dem gams, yo, dem gams. Look at them. Them legs. I'm the only one that loved the crop breeches. Well, no one's voted. Like, no one's voted. There's a vote going on, by the way, guys. I mean, like, yeah, go nuts. There we go. People are voting now. All right, so let's go through those ones real quick. So, while we've got some time, we've got the barred pants, which are these ones. We've got the cropped breeches, which are these ones, which I liked those. Those kind of showed off the legs as well, which was good. We then had the mariachi. Which was these ones, which is cool. I didn't mind those. That looked pretty cool. I like the little belt thing. And then we had the denim shorts. Those are the athlete shorts, but I just wanted to see what those were. Yeah, so we had the denim shorts, which is very, you know, Steve Irwin. And then we had the buckskin dress, which was that one there. All right. Oh, thank you so much, Cal, for gifting all those subs. You only get so many votes. What's happened? Did the vote... What happened to the vote? Did the vote not work? Oh, no, there we go. Barred pants. Okay, there we go. I don't know why it wasn't actually showing me the results on my thing, but whatever. I got it in the end. Thank you so much, Cal, for all the subscriptions. Guys, I've got some great news. Hopefully today, I will be getting channel badges because of the wonderful support that we've received from people like Callie who gift subs and the likes. And there will be badges. There will be little badges. And you will have them, and they will be yours, and they will be your badges. Speaking of, let's just quickly put on those barred pants. There we go. So barred pants, cool. All right, next up is weapon. What weapon do we think would be suitable? Yeah, I couldn't vote in the new poll Sandbits. Yeah, I don't know why it wasn't letting people yeah, it wasn't letting me check the vote or anything. It's very strange. I think it's usually one vote per, but then you can add bits to it. That should be it. You might have accidentally voted for something, maybe. That'd be my only guess. You know what? I'm gonna throw in a test poll. I'm gonna throw in a test poll just to see if that is a thing. Manage poll. New poll. Test. Mangoes or mangoes because there's only one test favorite fruit. Mangoes. Done. Okay, allow additional votes for that. We're going to put the poll in for 1 minute. There we go. Done. Okay, see if that works, and just see if everyone can vote on that, because I don't want to obviously, I don't want to have us voting on things that aren't there. Also, hello, Silver Red Fox Gaming. Greetings and salutations. Welcome to the room. A pro-roped weapon of some sort. Pirate cutlass, buster sword, mage hand coming from a hand is terrifying. Yeah, that's true. That's true. All right, let's have a look. So we've got a Magus. That is what we are building. Oh, no, you're vile. You're vile. The only people who hate mangoes are monsters, DM Stretch. That's it. It's a fact. It's a fact. Google it. It's just people who don't like mangoes are monsters. Or allergic. At which point, you know. Yeah, as soon as I look at... maybe refresh, comrade. Maybe refresh your page. Okay. All right, yeah. Yeah, the really smooth ones are really tasty. Okay. All right. So, okay, so let's do another poll for weapon. And comrade, if it doesn't work when you reset it, let me know and I will put the vote in for you myself. All right. So, weapons. Let's see. I saw Buster Sword. Buster Blades. That means, you know, just the big swords. Chain weapon. I saw Rapier. And of that, I'm actually going to put Cutlass as well. What else? A light weapon to use their spells. Yeah, they would need something light, something easy. I've always liked the idea of pole arms. Pole arms have always had a special place for me. Unarmed. Let's go with unarmed as well. Like, you know, monk fists. That could always be cool. Anything else? Any other weapon suggestions? Last call for weapon suggestions. A Naginata. Yeah, Naginata could be cool. All right. Unless there is another option here. Quarterstaff. Ooh, Katar and Claw. I do like that. You know what? I'm going to put Claw just over here. And then I'm going to put Polearm over here. And that way, I've got an idea. All right. 2-minute vote. Here it goes. We're throwing that up there now. Bam. All right. Yeah, let me know if it's not letting people vote without donating. It should let everyone vote without having to donate. But if it's still telling you, I'll vote on your behalf. Just tell me what your vote is, and then I will let you know. Magic Mango. Vote was fine. Yep, thank you. Dual hand crossbows. That'd be kind of cool. What does that even look like? I'm gonna quickly just see. Bam. That's kind of cool. I don't hate that. That's awesome. Easy vote, Chain Blade. Restarted and it worked. Yep, cool, fantastic. I was so torn. I voted on 2. Ah, thank you. Look, all the bits and stuff like that. It's never a requirement on my channel. Same thing with subs and all that. You know, I've always been terrible at promoting myself and doing stuff, and this is why. Because honestly, I have just so much fun doing this with you guys because you guys are so genuinely entertaining. You know, I don't want to ask you guys for money because I have so much fun just being with you and hanging out and doing stuff. So thank you guys. Thank you guys for supporting the channel, for letting me do stuff like this. Because yeah, it's cool. Yeah, you'd have to have a mechanism on your belt, like Rascal was saying, where you'd have to like reload by like, you know, pulling it down. But yeah, I've always liked the idea of dual wielding and stuff. But yeah, I think in the Underdark having dual crossbows is just asking for trouble. All right, rapier cutlass. Rapier cutlass is what we're looking at. All right. Very, very well. Let's take a look at our blades, shall we? So I'm gonna put a cutlass in. I'm gonna try a few. So we've got. I'm gonna throw this out as well. So whoop, that should not be a flaming sword, at least not yet. Okay, so that is a what's that one? That is a saber. So that is a yeah, that's a saber. There is the rapier. Now, the cool thing about Hero Forge as well is that I can actually go into my advanced poses and I can change the grip. How cool is that? Like, you can actually change the grip on your blade. So, so that's really cool. I like that. So that's the rapier. Let's see. We've also got the cutlass. So that is the traditional cutlassy cutlass. Falakata is not too bad. I'm somewhat of a fan of the Falakata. The blade is too thick for a rapier. Yeah, but you know why it's thick. You know, I mean, it's not a mystery as to why the rapier is so thick on Hero Forge. Them thick goddamn frickin' rapiers, yo. My first Pathfinder character. I had tried so hard to make dual crossbows work raw. Yeah. I mean, if I were to make dual crossbows, here's quite simply how I would do it. I would use a Kasatha. For those of you who don't know what a Kasatha is, this is a Kasatha, and that is what one looks like in Pathfinder. That is how you make one. And they do actually have an archetype in Pathfinder First Edition that allows you to use 2 bows and arrows simultaneously. So you got like 2 bows with 2 sets of arms that pull the blade the arrows back. So yeah, I've always liked them. Sorry, I saw someone say kukri. I think they're the short blades. We didn't get short blades in the chat, unfortunately, but let's have a look at it just because it was brought up. There we go. So kukri. So that's what a kukri looks like. Kukri is also pretty thick. I don't mind that either. I think that's also pretty cool. Like a shorter blade kind of gives it that survivalist kind of tone. So I'm definitely digging the Falakata. Sorry, I'm just gonna keep looking here. So we got the Falakata. I'm digging the saber over the rapier. I think I agree with you on that one. I mean, we could always put it on the belt. You know what I mean? Like, oh well, no, not like that, but you get what I'm saying. No, I don't like any of those ones. Oh, that's kind of cool. I mean, it's a bit long, ostentatious, but All right, so let's do one last poll for the weapon. New poll for weapon. We're gonna go with rapier, cutlass, Falakata. I'll throw in kukri, because I did not hate that, and I will also throw in crossbow with blade side. So that means a crossbow in hand, but like with a blade like in a sheath on the hip. So something like that. You know what I mean? And then a crossbow in their hand. Which what we can then do is we could play out with that spell that we were mentioning. And then something like that. Which is kind of cool. Like I said, I think it's pretty cool. Oh, maybe a lantern. or a torch. Yeah, that's kind of cool. That I dig. I kind of dig that one. All right. It's a Glock. We can have a Glock. Bam. Yeah, some of the handgun designs are freaking awesome. I love that one. What was the sword with the sudden bend? I think you were referring to this one, the Sika. Yeah, Sikas are all right. I don't get them. They look like broken swords to me. I mean, maybe that's just my my terrible thing. Oh, it looks like we have votes for the crossbow. Okay, if that's the case. All right, what do we prefer? Do we prefer crossbow and a torch like that? And then maybe... Oh, that kind of looks cool, right? Is that just me? What do you guys think? Does that look all right? Hey, Connie Sideshow, what's up? Welcome to the stream, guys. How you guys doing? We are in the last little leg of our stream today. We've got about another 20 minutes, but please feel free to come in, sit down, get comfy. My name is Michael. I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer, and welcome everyone to Legendary, where I sit down with you guys and we design and build a Hero Forge character. Not just build the Hero Forge character, but we design a Hero Forge character. So that's what we're doing. You guys get to decide a bunch of different stuff. What we have right now is we have a, in honor of Pride Month, we have made a gender fluid Undine, or Water Genasi, who is a Magus. They came from a tribe where everyone had not only gender fluidity, but also had a very fluid method of lifestyle. They would change roles and change responsibilities as the tide and the moon would dictate. And during a blood moon, the youngest members of their tribe would be sent out into the world to learn about the world and decide if they wish to come back to the tribe or live out among the people. It was in a similar ritual as Rumspringa, which is from the Amish culture. And our particular character has decided to explore the Underdark and the Underrealms. So that is kind of what we are building here today. We are building an Underdark exploring gender fluid Undine. That is who we're making. So yay! That's what we're all up to. That's what we're all about. How was your stream? Let me give you a quick shout out here. Now that I've actually plugged in something that can someone give a shout out. There we go. Look at that. Our honored friend was playing Dungeons and Dragons. Fantastic, dude. How did your game go? I hope that you had a wonderful... Oh, no. I caught some of your game. What am I saying? I did. Sophie, you're amazing. Sophie, you are one of the most fun and entertaining people out there already, guys. And if you were watching my chat before they raided, guys, go and check them out. Go and check out Connie Sideshow, because these guys are amazing streamers. They're from my time zone, which is very rare. So, you know, I'm a big supporter, big fan. Big fan. All right, so yes. Okay, cool. So anyway, we're coming up on the end of our stream. Like I said, we got 20 minutes left, but there are still some decisions to be made. So stick around in chat. Now while I'm very quickly picking out some boots for this dude, another really cool thing we have is once these guys are done, we are going to print out all the characters that we have made on Legendary, and we are going to review them. We're going to actually see these things in physicality. I don't know whenever they arrive, basically. So next week will be our last one that we do, and then after that we will yeah, we'll order them all in. Pretty much at the end of the stream, we will order them all in. Ooh, I like tall boots. Ooh, do we want heeled boots? I want to get the opinion on here. Do we want? I mean, okay, look, I know he's an Underdark character, right? And I know that it's gonna be dangerous walking on, like, you know, the caves and stuff like that. But do we want high heels? Like, come on. Do we want high heels? I'm back. What did I miss? My best friend in the company called me. Oh, that's awesome. Not a lot. We've decided on a crossbow and a torch in his hand with a rapier on his side is all we've really decided at this point. And we're now just talking about it. Yep, they're a risk taker. A risk taker with heels. Fabulous. Yeah, there we go. I definitely like that. All right. Okay, so the next thing we need to look at is our color palette. Oh, thank you so much for the follow, Intrepid DM. I hope that you enjoy your stay here. Thank you, thank you. Apart from this, we also run D&D games as well. It's all about tabletop role playing here, so that's also. I also noticed that you were saying that you were playing. What was it? Solasta. I can't remember the name. It's escaping me. What did he say? It was yada yada yada. Solasta, that's the one. I've seen people play it. Maybe it's just me, but I still prefer the old Dragon Age. Just saying. Maybe that's just me being an old man, but that's it. Looks like a pirate. I like it. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, because here's the thing. The Underdark is not just about the caves and the caverns and the tunnels, right? There is water under there. There are vast oceans underground. And I don't see why an explorer wouldn't want to look into those areas, to look into these places. So, you know, there you go. Yeah, Dragon Age is great. Dragon Age 1 was a masterpiece. Dragon Age 2 was hot garbage. Dragon Age 3 did redeem itself, though. Absolutely. 100%. Okay. Solasta nails 5e rules, though. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I played Baldur's Gate 3. I quite enjoyed that one as well. But, you know, I made my own fun with Baldur's Gate 3. I may have played using a mod that allowed me to create an Illithid character, and I may have made my own fun. It's like you only look like you might be turning into an Illithid, but there may be hope for you yet. Yes, absolutely. There must be hope for me. Yeah, it was so weird. It was hilarious though. All right. So we're gonna keep some of these nice and simple. I think a good old fashioned lightning bolt is definitely easy to throw out here. Let's. I don't like that. Let's. Yeah, there we go. Lightningy. Actually, maybe. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So, color palette. What are we gonna look at? Do we want them to have, what color skin do we want them to have? Let's start with that. As an Undine, what colored skin? Intrepid GM, I wouldn't say DA2 was hot garbage. The gameplay was pretty bad, but the story and lore redeemed it. Look, I'm never going to complain about the lore. The lore of Dragon Age is incredible. I loved the lore. The story had merit, but the most inconsequential thing about Dragon Age 2, I felt, was the influence of Hawke and his presence in that world. He read to me as a character who was inserted for the purposes of driving the world narrative, which I don't feel needed to happen. Like, if you played the original game, and this isn't saying that you haven't, just in general, if you haven't played the original game, so you know, one of the things I loved is that there were so many different dynamic ways that everyone came together in order to influence the plot. The plot was not at that stage about It wasn't Skyrim. It wasn't this one dude running around and just saving everything. It was you were a small cog in the bigger machine of this world that was alive and breathing and awesome. Um, I really struggled with Hawk and him, and because he is your conduit, he is your visual through that world of Dragon Age. That's where I struggled. That's and that could just be my struggle as well. Okay, so purple and blue, green, purple, or dark blues. Okay, so I'm getting a lot of these. So let's have a look. I do. Is maybe it's just me? Did I add lights? There is lights. That's why. Hold on. Let me turn off the lights there. There we go. Now I can see better. Okay. So when deciding your paints for your color tones, right? Color tones are important to try and keep as simple as possible. But always remember that when you print out your Hero Forge minis, they are going to be lighter than you will expect. With that being said, you just need to take that little bit of extra care to make sure that you're not surrounding yourselves with too many light colors that just overlap. So I like the blue. The blue's a good one. And what was it? Purple. Okay, so let's add some decals, right? Let's add some mottling to the flesh. The decal is very cool. I quite like that. And we'll also add some decals to the hair just to give it like a bit more definition. No, I like that one. Yeah, there we go. Let's see, what else can we decal? Let's decal. Oh, that's fine. I think that's okay. And then let's add in, what was it? The purple. So let's have a look at what purple looks like. I think that's probably the purplest. Okay. I think purple works well with the hair. That definitely works. And then maybe, let's see, what kind of green. Yeah, that kind of looks cool. And then, yeah, that looks all right. Yeah, I dig that. That looks good. Now let's add some of that dark blue that you guys were talking about. Just on the edges of the ears to help crop that up. So that's kind of cool. But that's a little too similar to that purple, I think. So let's liven up that purple a bit. Bring it to, wake it up a bit. So that's kind of cool. Yeah. But you know what, Intrepid? Here's one thing I always say. Always love what you love unashamedly. Do not, don't let anything I say, hinder your experiences with Dragon Age. Not that I presume it will, but, everyone has their own journey through the various games and things that they enjoy. For one, I appreciate Tekken, but I can't enjoy it. And that's just my opinion. I can appreciate the good elements of Dragon Age 2, but I struggle to push myself through my opinions on the main character who made, for me at least, it very difficult to enjoy. Thank you for following Zero Daylight. Thank you for joining the crypt. I hope that you enjoy your stay here as we hang out, get to know each other, and do all of the cool, awesome things that involve tabletop role-playing games. Yay! All right, so I'm just right now I'm just adding in a bunch of little basic colors that I think are gonna be always there. Now, when you start building your Hero Forge mini, what you want to do is you want to try and add a color palette based on what should have similar colors. Even if you want to change it, right? Like, let's say we want all these belts. Okay, cool. So I'm going to just add these colors to these belts because I think they should all be the same color. Let's add this to there too. I think those will be... Stop it. No, I didn't want that. There we go. That and then that. Cool. So if we add these belt colors, I'm just going to change that because I want that to be a different color. I mean, I won't keep it that color, but just for now, right? And let's say that we look at our color palette and I go, you know what, I really hate the belt buckles, right? So I want that to be a darker brown. Rather than going through and clicking one at a time, if you've got the fill button, you can hit that, and anything that shares that color can then be changed. So let's say, okay, cool, I want to go with a blue belt. Okay, cool, I want to go with maybe a purple belt, right? So always remember that is definitely it. Try the bottom right of the browns. You mean that one? The red? Hey, I would never have been a DM for 25 years, so easily learn to love game lore and struggle through games regardless. Oh, yeah. You know what? I appreciate that. I can absolutely respect that. I would also plow my way through a good story. Through a bad game with a good story, because good stories just make some amazing memories. Ah, that's it. That's the one. But I don't want to use it for everything. So I want to use it for there. I want to use it for there. And I want to use it for here. Yes. Yes, please. Okay. And then that. Good. Good, good, good. Okay, sweet. Okay, let's make that a little darker. Let's make that a little lighter, which is good. Okay. And then let's add in a second type of brown, just to emphasize those bits. Beautiful. Look at that. Now, thems are some boots. Okay. And we just want to add in a little bit of extra to here, just to kind of see, because ideally you don't want everything to be homogeneous, right? One of the important things about building Hero Forge minis is that you're building something unique. Take the time. Don't just sort of cut easy swaths through like, oh yeah, cool, I'm just going to make him blue, right? Take the time with little details like that, and it makes what you pay for these minis absolutely worth it. So in this case, just having that be a slightly different brown to these ones here, for me, just defines these ones way more, right? But I can't just have that one color of brown just in that one spot. So adding it to little areas to accent and help highlight those areas is what, you know, kind of brings that out and makes that really pop. All right. Now, we got some basics there. So now what color palette do we think the clothes should be? What color palette do you guys think the clothes should be? And while we're doing that, I'm going to very quickly, I think that's the one. I'm going to very quickly show you guys how to make your colors transparent. So if you go into your My Mix settings and then go down to transparent plastics in the settings, you can make that transparent. So that should now be transparent plastic, which we can now add to there. Actually, let's add that one to there. There you go. Blam. Try and incorporate some magical looks into the clothes, maybe. Okay, that's interesting. I forgot most of the colors. Yeah, that's fair enough. I mean, like actual colors. I can, you know, play around with ideas. I like the idea of magical. Didn't know you can get transparent. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say it's a new feature, but it's definitely been around for a little bit. Okay, let's go with some silver there. Let's go with some antiquated. No, laid to chest. I love laid to chest. It is by far one of my favorite metallic tones is laid to chest. I don't know, it's just something about it. It looks so dirty and it looks so just it looks good, you know. It doesn't look overstated. You know, yeah, that's just my feeling on it. I like it. I like it a lot. No, that's okay. Okay. Following that, I'd probably say antiquated and destroyed. So that's a nice one there. Let's just throw in that for the buckles too. Yep. There we go. I don't need that for there. Don't need that for there. No, that's okay. Okay. Hey, Michael, not to sidetrack the stream, but have you ever looked at Eldritch Foundry's minis? Yes, I have. I think they're great. I think they look absolutely wonderful. And if I'm being deadly honest, the only reason I do not look at them is because I think I prefer what I can do with Hero Forge to what I can do with Eldritch Foundry. Two, I love the fact that I can actually take these into a photo booth and actually make character art with them. And most importantly, Hero Forge sponsored my channel. So you know, not to say that I would accept the sponsorship and then, tell you guys, hey, go invest in this because it's, it's sponsored. I I mean, I get just product. That's kind of like for the most part what we can do. So I, instead of like me just buying minis and going, hey, cool, here's stuff for me personally, I much rather you guys get to, watch and hang out with me. We make these minis together, and then I get them sent, and we get to check them out. Okay, so that's the light. Is that the light blue? No, that's the dark blue. Let's again, let's check that one out. Maybe that one. Periwinkle? No. Supreme Sky. Oh, you know what? That's actually really good here. Let's do that one there. Yeah, that's cool. I like that. But yeah, no. Look, I stand by Hero Forge. I think Hero Forge is a very robust, and very very versatile tool, not just to print minis, but also to. Ooh, I like that. Oh, that did something nice. Yeah, no, that's really cool. That is very cool. Sorry, I got distracted. Yeah, it's a very versatile tool, and I've used it for a bunch of my different shows. Just as artwork, to like, for my players, for different streams that I've run, and it's always been really really good. And yeah, no, that's kind of where I've always been at with Hero Forge. Would I say don't go get an Eldritch Foundry mini? Absolutely not. I think Eldritch Foundry does make a fine product. Um, would I say that you should instead go and get a Hero Forge mini? I mean, it depends on what you want to do. Ultimately, we in this hobby look at how we can get the thing that we need for any particular table, and there are absolutely going to be things that Eldritch Foundry have that Hero Forge does not. Does that make one better than the other? Of course not. It just means that if you want something that is only available in Eldritch Foundry, then that's where you need to be. If you want to get stuff that's only available in Hero Forge, then that's where you need to be. Um, yeah, that's my 2 cents on it. That is my 2 cents. Okay, I'm liking where this is going. Did you guys come up with the backstory of this one already? Yes, we did. Okay, so here's the backstory, Connie. The backstory of this character is that this is a gender fluid water genasi, or Undine, or water sylph, depending on what you're using, who comes from a society of gender fluid Undine. Every blood moon, they send their young to go out into the world and learn about society, learn about kind of nature and just things outside of their tribe. So this particular character has been sent out and has decided to explore the Underdark. So right now, that's what they're doing. They're kind of out and about, learning more about the world beneath the world, as it were. And yeah, that's this particular character's backstory. They've actually only really found prejudice from being gender fluid since leaving their tribe, because obviously it's very common there. But it's not really, well, it's bothered them, but it hasn't really hindered them in any particular way. They fight for equality and support other people who do not live with the understanding that her people had had provided them with, and you know, it's a very wholesome character, I feel, and it's obviously and for me, this character is also in honor of Pride Month, so that's kind of what we're making, and yeah. You did Hero Forge character shots for the Valentine's one shot with Dread. Yeah, absolutely. That's 100% what I ended up doing with those ones. And you know what? Yeah, those ones there, they did not take me long to make. I think I ended up like some people only got to me with their characters like either the day of or like an hour beforehand. So the other important thing is it's not just about like Hero Forge being good for that, but it was just how quick you can make something really awesome. Was just it's just for me outstanding. It's just yeah. Now there was something that was mentioned early on, which was that we want to add an element of magic. I definitely want to add an element of magic to the outfit, as it were. So right now we've got like a really nice blue blue palette. We've got the metallic-y blue for the armor and stuff, which I think looks cool. You know, I think maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just maybe I'm just not finding that right. Oh no, maybe that's it. Maybe that's what I've been looking at. Okay, there we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. I've just been looking for that one extra color that just makes that pop. What do you guys think? I need that. Something like Ignis Stone? Ignis Stone? What's Ignis Stone? That one? Oh, that is very magical looking. Let's see. Maybe we can add that. We can add that there. I don't dislike that. I don't dislike that. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Let's go with that. Let's go with that. I think there. Maybe. Yeah, yes. That's it. That's where I want to be. Okay, and then yes, and then all right, beautiful. I love it. I absolutely love it. Awesome. I think that looks great. Okay. I want that. No, I definitely like that red. Big red. Done. All right. Did we decide in a pronoun? Not yet. I've been using they, them, and sometimes she, her. But I think the more I'm going with it, I'm thinking they, them. They, them is definitely feeling is feeling like the right pronoun. Okay. Yep, sweet. Okay, so there we go. We're getting there. Do we want any dark greens? Yeah, dark greens I think would be good. Let's I think that's yeah, I need that. Okay, so you see this bit here, this outline. I need something for these outlines. That's the color I'm not on at the moment. I don't feel a color coming out on that. Thank you for following Dr. Villain. I love that name. That's awesome. I'm a big Marvel fan, so Dr. Villain just sounds like the perfect name. Deep red or deep purple to make him more majorly. Yeah, okay, let's explore that. So let's see, deep purple. There we go. Oh, that's not bad. I don't hate that. I don't like it in the middle. I definitely don't like that in the middle. Yeah, I think that's good. Okay. Yeah, I don't mind that. Yeah, that's working for me. That's working for me. I like that. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Okay, that could work. And just for you, mana potion. Done. Okay, let's see. Color, Google the color wheel. Go on the opposite side of the blue and purple. Orange is the opposite. Okay, so let's look at just some of the oranges, maybe. Which would really be bronze, kind of, right? I mean, nah, I don't think that works. I think that's all right. I think maybe the pants. Maybe the pants are doing it. So if I throw in like say the lighter pants here and then some darker, maybe even purple. Yeah, you know what? I don't mind that. I think that's good. Ram's pined under the dark metal. Okay, let's have a look. Ram's pine, dark metal. Let's see. Ram pine. Okay, let's have a look. Ooh, that's not bad. Yeah, that's not terrible. That's not terrible. I think maybe that's I think maybe that's done it. I think maybe that is the ticket. And then let's add that splash of orange we're talking about. Nah, I don't think so. No. We can always find colors later in the mixing thing. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Ooh, I like that. Let's just add. Yeah, okay, there we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. I think, ladies and gentlemen, I think we have it. All right, I think we have it. I think we have our latest character. All right. All right, I think we have it. Let me just play around with some of the poses for the face. Let's get her. Let's get her side on. All right, beautiful. Look at that. That's amazing. Now we can add a few extra things here and there. These are just gravy, right? So let's add a light source. As we have that torch here. There we go. We obviously want to just up the intensity so that you can see where it is. Then get the light that you want, then lower that density. Just so that you've got that nice backing light. Then what we can do is we can add in a second one, a second light here. There we go. And then again, just play around with that intensity. And that way you've got like a more dynamic lighting rig. Now, keeping in mind what we can do as well, rather than having light coming from each of the light sources, right? Because we've got the yellow coming from there, is we can add in like a more intense like mage color. So that magic vibe that we were going for can definitely be done. Yeah, it can definitely be done as if, because don't forget, they do exist in the world. They exist in an environment. So we can create that kind of vibe of them being in the Underdark by, instead of having like, you know, sunlight be the kind of main background wash here, having it be like a purple or a blue, you know, and that'll be how I do it. Maybe something like that. There you go. So that gives us a nice little bridge of depth. We've got like some nice stuff going on there. I love this. And look, we're gonna do another stream later on where we're gonna play around with things like the poses and the like. So we are gonna have a bit of a chance to fiddle around, I guess, before we send these off to print. So so there we go. We now have our very sexy, very wonderful looking Hero Forge Mini. Now, thank you everyone for coming and joining us. I hope you guys had an absolutely amazing time. I know I did. Guys, find me here next week. I will be we'll be doing our last Hero Forge Mini of this order. And then the following week, we're going to be doing our big review. So we're just going to be going through each of the previous ones. And then we're going to order them. And then we'll chill out and then get to a point where we go and review them. For those of you who want to, actually, let's save this real quick. Legendary Underdark Explorer. All right, so that is our Legendary Underdark Explorer. So they've definitely we have made our non-binary legendary character. So that is awesome. That is awesome. No time to critique minis today. You know what? Tell you what. If you guys have minis in Hero Forge, throw them out into chat right now. Throw me the share link. I will have a look at them and I will critique them. Only because Grizzles is asking. If you guys would like, I can have a look at them. In the meantime, let me very quickly show off the other ones that we have made. Let's move you into the legendary folder. So these are the ones that we have made. These are the ones that we're going to get printed. Oh, wait, I forgot to change your size. How tall are you? You are, yeah, you're pretty tall. Let's shrink you down a little bit. Make you slightly shorter. Like, I mean, the thing is, average height is average height. I know a lot of people like to push like the large mini thing, but I don't. I like my tall minis to look tall. I like my medium minis to look mini. I like my short ones to look short. So, you know, another pro tip. Tallest does not mean best. Okay, so there we go. Let me just save that real quick. Okay, so here are our Hero Forge minis. We have our Dinosaur Tamer from Eberron. Who is that one there? That's very cool. I like that one. We have our Dragonborn Druid, who we used a Sapphire and Ruby Dragon. So that was very cool. I did like that one. We have our Moonstruck Pilgrim, who is our Owlfolk Lunar Oracle, which was very cool. And what we did with the eyes was just amazing. I loved the eyes. They came out so nice. And then, of course, last but not least, we had our Phantom Armor Spectre. So that was the translucent plastic that we were playing around with for that one. So yeah, there you go. Where did my character go? Did I put it in the wrong folder? I must have put it in the wrong folder. Oh no. Where's it gone? I've lost it. Oh no. Oh no. Oh well, I guess I'll have to watch the stream to figure out where I put her. I swear I dropped her in that category, in that folder. Maybe I misclicked. Maybe I misclicked. Don't panic, Michael. Ugh. And if I did, I will remake it just as is. Oh, there it is. Ah, I found it. You can stop panicking, everyone. I found her. Oh, my heart. Okay, there we go. All right, let's have a look. We got 3 submissions here. Let's have a quick moment to critique them. All right. Let's have a look. The first one comes from Grizzles. Okay. Inte Kaya. Let's have a look. What am I expecting here? Very cool. I like the little mini so far. All right. So we have a Foxfolk Vulpin with what looks to be a mana potion colored stone dagger. The flaming sickle, that looks really cool. Okay, so here would be my critiques for this. It's a really good set, but I think if I'm not mistaken, you've used a stone base for the fur. Yeah. So with the stone base for the fur, when you print that out, the texture is going to be a little different, and it is going to make a world of difference. What I would do instead is I would go into here and create a new hair color. And then what I would do is I would look at then editing the hair color so that you could best try and reflect that that fur texture. That is always my recommendation for those colors. You also want to try and avoid using too many similar colors, like where is it? That is the dark shadow. So if you're using the dark shadow on one bit of cloth, you want to make sure that you accent it with a few other pieces here and there. So it might be like this piece here, for example, or one of the leg straps, whatever. Having a bunch of individual colors that don't have that thematic theme doesn't link or connect that palette, and can look a little bit different. I like the crystal for the igneous stone here. That's freaking awesome. But again, same thing with textures and the like. Just little additives, like even that, like even the I mean, you'd be surprised. Like even just a pink, for example, makes a world of difference. Just creating those double tones, for that, you know. And like I said, we can always go in there and we can always play around with transparent plastics and play around with that. Although it may not look great there when you print out the mini, it does look fantastic. But no, very cool. Very cool, man. And again, don't be afraid to play with the poses as well. Would I get this printed out? As it is, probably not, but only because I would look at what more I could add to make this really pop and really be unique. But as a mini, it's a great mini. All right, the next one is from Calindria. This is cool. This is nice. Okay, so we've got like a dagger in the tail. We've got you know, kind of looks like a bar winch type thing going, which is cool. So what I would do is I would definitely play around with a few things in the advanced posing. So for example, this little side thing there, you can actually play around with its position and have it sit on the belt. You can even twist it and tilt it so that it just sits just right. See that? See that sits much better for me. And little things like holding the harp, which is great. You know, if you just add in a teeny little bit, you know, it just creates a slightly, you know, broader dynamic of that. I also love that she has a prosthetic limb. That for me is just awesome. There we go. You know, like almost like she's offering a booze to someone. Like she was playing the harp and some jerkwad asked for an order. She's handing over this stuff. But yeah, that would probably be the slightest thing. As for the dagger, now this is one of the hardest ones, is I would definitely twist that tail a teeny bit more, but it's so hard and it would be so painstaking. So much so that I wouldn't do it right now. But if you can curl that a little bit more so that it looks like she's holding the dagger behind her back, you know, almost like you would normally hold a dagger behind your back, so the dagger is pointing upwards and in the like just the top of where her back leads into her butt. That would be kind of ideally how you'd want to position that dagger, and that would look amazing. But yeah, little things, little things, little things. Also, eyeline, very important. You know, just sort of making sure you know where she's looking. Definitely goes a long way. And with cat eyes, because they're so skinny, don't be afraid to go into your settings, under your cat eye, and then actually make the iris, not the iris, the pupil, sorry, my apologies, glow, and make the iris bigger or smaller. I feel like there's a way to, whoops, sorry. I feel like there's a way to make the pupil bigger and smaller, but I'm trying to figure that out. No, maybe not. Okay, maybe I'm just imagining things. But yeah, making that glow also helps that pop as well. All right, so it was Calendria. DM Stretch. Let's see what you've got, buddy. Okay, let's see. Here we go. Ooh, wow. That is awesome. I love the swagger. The hip movement here is very natural, and the tail follows the contours of the hips as her ass is swinging that way, and the tail is also looks like it's swinging that way. So that's really, really well done. I like the dynamics of the lightning. The blue and the white contrast very nicely with the skin. Again, I would maybe look at exploring with the translucence, because I like the transparent plastics. Maybe it's just me, but you know, I'm a sucker for it. So you know, like transparents, just for me look awesome. I'd probably do something with the necklace. Oh no, maybe you can't. Okay, I was gonna say, like, if you can color that inner necklace, that would be good. But you know, apart from that, no, it looks all right. Gemstones for the stitching. Again, like I said, beware when it comes to the different textures. If you have a cloth texture on cloth, it's always going to look really good. If you use a gemstone texture on the cloth, it looks nice in the 3D model, but the print might be a bit different to what you expect. Lastly, I would probably add a highlight in the hair. That would probably be the only other thing I do. I would, for the most part, keep the hair the same way. So that would be the, let's see, that, yep. So I would definitely keep most of that still the same, but just with like one streak of something different. Like it might just be a white or a gray, you know what I mean? Like just something to really highlight that big, massive hair. That would basically be it. Beth the Bard, hello, greetings. Yes, this is Hero Forge, and this is the wonderful thing that we're doing. Yeah, no, yeah. Oh, this is the B-Bag from your story? That's awesome. That is absolutely awesome. Yeah, no, definitely, Beth, if you get a chance to get into Hero Forge. Hero Forge is just awesome. Actually, every Wednesday, we are building Hero Forge minis with our audience. It's an audience-created mini, and then at the end of the season, we're printing everything off and then going to review it. So if you want to, next week, at about an hour or two from what time it is now, that's when we start making stuff. And today we made a gender-fluid Undine, or Water Genasi, who is a explorer of the Underdark. So they were very, very cool. But yeah, anyway, like I said, that little highlight goes a long way, because especially with the big hair models, it's just a big, massive one color, right? So even if you want to, like, let's say you didn't want to stay away from the brown. Let's say you wanted to, like, keep the brown. Then that's fine, but still add that little extra depth and color from, like, just those little extra pieces. You know what I mean? Makes a big, big old difference. All right? But yeah, that'd probably be my only critique. Only critique on that one. All right, who's next? Red's rad. Let's see what you have. Alvar. Ooh, I like that. I like the name. Alvar. Oh, that's cool. This guy's badass. Okay. All right, let's check your color palette. Let's check what we have here. Got some nice ones here. Okay, I like that you've used the leather on the belts and stuff. That's really cool. Probably the only thing I would do, and this is very subtle, this is super subtle, is there's a lot of similar colors that are being used right now here. So like that one in particular. What you can do is if you go to that rogue black, right? Make a copy of that rogue black, and then just change it ever so slightly. And what you do is you create that two-tone effect with that exact same range. That way you create it's really subtle. Like you can see what I mean when I'm doing it, right? It's incredibly subtle, but it really makes especially black outfits pop if you just if you just modify it like literally that much and then make a second like a second type. Same thing. I'll do it here with the gloves. So you see these gloves here, right? So I'm just gonna go over here, make a copy, and then I'm gonna make that one let's just say a little darker, tiny bit darker, maybe a little darker than that. Not black, but yeah, there you go, perfect. Okay, and as you can see there, it doesn't make much of a difference, but if you're gonna pay for a Hero Forge mini, that what you consider not much of a difference is something definitely to look at doing. Because yeah, you're printing these out. These are yours. These are your things. Yeah. But it's very cool, and I definitely like. You don't even need to tell me about this character. I'm getting a very, very strong vibe from it. So, really well done. Really, really, really well done, dude. All right, then we've got All Things Fantasy. All right, let's see what we've got here. We have Mitsu. Mitsu. I'm getting a very... Oh, I was wrong. I was saying I've got an Oriental vibe. That is amazing. It is a tiny eagle folk with of course a big ass sword. I love it. No, that's cute. I love it. I think the wings for me sell that. Let me just check something real quick. I don't know if I can, but I just want to see. So I know that we're going for the kind of cutesy thing, but I just want to see if I can. Let's see. Measuring. I just want to see if you can actually modify the size of the wings. No, you can't. Okay, cool. I just wanted to see if you could. No, that's really cute. I think probably the only thing is I wouldn't pair golden or yellow skin with gold armor. That'd probably be the only thing because it's a lot of yellow. What I might have done is I probably would have gone with a splash of like maybe brass instead of the actually, you know what? I have a fill button. So fill, right? Just to kind of emphasize those bits of gold, you know? Like just something with a slightly different palette. Like it doesn't necessarily have to be like kind of the you know, like, you know, even like, I mean, I guess green. I wouldn't say green, but you know, yeah, just something that's not the striking gold with the yellow. But yeah, no, this is a very, very cute mini. I like it. I think there's a lot to be said about it. No, it's cute. I love it. I love it. Okay, where are we at? DM Stretch, yada yada, All Things Fantasy, Mythical. Mythical's got one. All right. Let's have a look. Myth. What do we have here? Oh, this was the one from. Didn't we do this one last week? I feel like we did. Yeah, we feel like we did. We did this one. Yeah. I will talk about it again though. Okay, so this one in particular is the same thing that I was saying before about Alvar. In that in order to again just work off the that samey look, just create a copy of that color, change it ever so slightly, but stay on the palette. Maybe a little darker. There we go. And keeping in mind, you can change it after you've applied it. And then yeah, just add that extra definition. Add that extra extra piece of. Okay, there we go. So copy that one. That will then just make that slightly whiter. So let's make that slightly darker, right? And just add those little extra layers of depth that hit there. I think that's that's a really good one to kind of look at. I think with a black scaled Dragonborn, I wouldn't necessarily recommend black outfits. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend black outfits really. I think if you are going with a gray, remember that the decals really help those change. So so just little things like if we make that just a brighter gray that then leads into a darker black. Do you know what I mean? Or even just like a, do you know what I mean? Like just something that kind of shows like that highlight is going to make a world more difference to like really making that black stand out, I think. Let's see. We have Met Brekka. Oh wow, these are coming in a lot. I mean, I don't mind doing this. I feel like I can do a whole show on this now. This was supposed to be my wrap up. Okay. All right. I do have to go. So I'll do Met Brekka and one of Rascal's ones. That'll be the last ones. Okay. So Met Brekka. Very dynamic, very cool. I'm gonna say it. The cape is always gonna be tough, right? If you really want a good point of reference, though, and this I do apologize, is get a flag in one of your hands, have your character hold it up, and then follow the contours of the flag, or try to follow the contours of the flag. That's my recommendation for how to deal with that. Apart from that, it's good dynamic. Don't forget to pose your eyes. Your eyes are the windows to the soul. So make sure that you have a clear line of sight. You know, looking down on everyone like from up here still makes a massive difference as well. So there you go. Bye Triangle, thank you so much. Yeah, capes are such a pain. Capes are an absolute pain. But that would probably be it, is the eyeline. And again, same thing with the with so much black, adding in some decals and highlights to even his beard. That's where I would add mine if this was my mini. I would definitely go color, decals, beard. I would probably go with something like that, and then again, I wouldn't change too much. I would probably be like something like. Yeah, something like that. You know what I mean? Like, age and distinction for me are always a big hit. So I love just that streak of white. It makes me enjoy them. All right, so that was that one, and last one, Rascals. This one ain't colored, but let's have a look at it. You know, let's talk about the pose and things. Oh, it's Tilly. Oh, that's so cool. All right. Yeah, that's rad. No, that is really cool, and I love the pose too. Smiles, perfect. Shoulder pads. So one thing that I can give you guys advice about is if you get a chance to, always make sure that you check on your shoulder pads. Oh God, everything's gone black. Why has everything gone black? Ah. Ooh, okay. I think that is my computer telling me it is time to finish. But nonetheless, yep, that's it. My graphics card has crashed. Yep, okay, thank you. Thank you, graphics card. Yeah, I had too many many pages open apparently. There you go. Yep, I broke the stream. Yeah, typical. Thank you, Tilly. All right. Well, nonetheless, I think that was absolutely wonderful. Like I said, you can actually in the same way that I moved up the side pouch, you can also move out the shoulder pads as well. So don't be afraid to do that as well. Even having them sit partially in and lower just makes it feel a lot better as well. Thank you everyone for coming and joining us today. Thank you for hanging out. I hope you guys had a lot of fun. I absolutely know that I did. Okay, I am going to go and try and raid a channel, but everything is collapsing around me. So let's give this a go, as we are going to go and spend some time with good old Bubba The Bubbanaut is one of my dear and wonderful friends. He runs a lot of D&D streams as well as video game streams. So thank you guys for hanging out. Guys, again, this video is sponsored by Hero Forge. But as you guys know, I'm very down to earth and I'm very much all about giving you guys exactly what you want. So if you guys get a chance to, do come and hang out with me on Discord, because that's where you guys can come and see me. And of course, if you guys have any questions about Hero Forge or D&D and role-playing in general, my day job is running games and being a professional role player. I run 10 to 15 games a week. Come chat with me, because I am always happy to share my knowledge and my thoughts and my feelings towards RPGs with you fine, wonderful people. Don't forget, when we raid, we have a new raid emote for all of our new subscribers. Be sure to throw it in there as we unleash the horde on good old Bubba's channel. Yeah, that's it. So, thank you very much, everyone, and till next time, as always, from me to you, game hard, or die trying. Good night, everyone!